Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Brought to you by HobbyLink Japan. This is episode 112.
We're getting old, Sid.
We've been doing this a while now.
That's for sure.
Ryan, what do you have in store for us this episode?
Well, as everyone saw last week, I was priming this guy.
Yep.
And I actually had to do some more priming.
It actually turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. We'll do some close-ups of this guy later and I'll chat a bit about it.
Yeah.
But today we'll also be spraying.
Yeah, it's good weather for it.
More spraying. Well, hopefully. It looks like the rain's coming.
Yeah.
Now, what have you got?
Well, today I'm going to be talking about the latest Master Grade, the ReZEL Type C Defensor A and B unit. And we'll talk about this, how it goes together, what makes it different from the other ReZELs, the previous ReZELs.
Sweet.
And also we'll show that massive attachment that comes with this guy.
There's a massive attachment?
Yeah.
Does he function better?
I feel a kinship with him.
Yeah. Is it like Viagra for Gundam?
Yes, and we got new kits to show. Actually, we have a whole variety of new kits to show.
Okay.
So let's start with the first one. It's from the Gundam Age. It's the full Glansa.
Oh, Glansa.
So full Glansa here, might notice something on this box here, right in this little corner here. It actually has Gundam Tri-Age Special Card Pack 5 included in here. And, that's kind of rare. Let's have a look at what that is.
More cards.
Yeah, more cards for their game. There it is. They'll give you a pack in there. And there's, how many in there? Only one card,
Only one card.
But yeah, unfortunately, the people who live outside Japan probably are not going to see this game machine in the local arcade if they have a local arcade.
And it's like $1 a pop.
So yeah, you go in there, you drop your 100 yen, and you mash the buttons and hopefully defeat Gundam. I see it all the time, the little kids playing it in the Ito Yokado. Now, it's just, basically, this is the full Glansa. It's like a full armored version of the H2 here. So you can see it's got these armor pieces that will go on over top. And then the large red pieces here. And so for armor pieces, the white stuff, it's just got this one runner. You're not gonna get too many more of the normal runner because of all that full armor stuff that goes on. So, full Glansa comes with a card. Sell on eBay. After the Glansa, we're gonna talk about a BB, an SD Gundam. We actually featured these on the show.
Yes, we did.
A couple weeks ago. This is actually the Zakuto. What is it? Zakuto Yami Shogun version or Yaku Shogun version? I don't know. It's pretty cool though. I mean, you can see it's a standard Zaku. You recognize it as a Zaku, but of course it's not that.
That's all the extra samurai
all the extra
goodness.
Stuff here, yeah. So that's kind of cool. People are for that. And one that we featured on the Gunpla Expo.
Yes.
That's when they announced the HGUC EZ8. Here it is.
It's arrived.
Here it is from the 08 mobile suit. The EZ8. Let's actually pop this baby over really quickly. Okay. So the EZ8 seems to be a very popular kit. I'm hit or miss on it. I actually haven't seen it enough to really make an informed decision, but I think you can see on the box here they've got that pose. Now if you look at the Master Grade box, I think it comes in a pose similar. That's a very famous pose for this kit. And then on its back it's got that massive parachute thing, which is kind of what I want to show you. It's pretty big for an HG, these parts here. Of course, they're going to give you all the marking stickers now that you need, which is kind of cool. So it's kind of like a, drugged up gym, except it's the EZ8. All right, so that's the last one. Now we got to send these to, what's his pickle? Robert 184. Yes. We're going to send these. Are we going to send anything else, Ryan?
We're going to give him a present.
We are. I actually got this. We found it. Still kicking around the studio. Now, this is the old, what is it, the gym, maybe Type C HG kit came out maybe last year. Do you remember what we did on this kit?
I do recall.
Yeah? What did we do?
Panel line.
Yes, we did.
Making panel lines.
We scribed some panel lines on this guy, poorly, quickly.
That was like the first 20 episodes that happened in there.
I don't know. We were doing a panel line tutorial that day, and look how smooth that line is. Look how straight that is. That's the good one.
So Robert, we're looking.
Make sure the camera focuses on this panel line right there, okay? The good one.
The good one, not the other one.
I'm still a noob when it comes to panel lining, but yeah, it turned out all right. Unfortunately, when you get actually in there with your inking, that's when you'll notice any kind of defect. You might think you have a straight line, then you get there with the pen or whatever. Oh my goodness.
Yes, and well, give that to me.
There you go. Stick it in there.
Just so I remember to put this one in.
Sure.
Okay.
So,
What's next?
I guess we can do you first.
Okay.
Because we got to get inside.
Yes, we do.
And get that spray painting done. And then we'll talk about it.
Great.
Okay.
Sid, so I finished priming this guy.
I can see that.
Now I know on Thursday I was rushing through priming because of time constraints, but I did miss a few bits. So I had to prime him last night at home, and I took him on the balcony with the torch and the spray.
Yeah.
And it's hard to spray in the torch
in the dark. And see if you're actually getting those spots.
Yeah, and it wasn't really a mistake. Well, it was a mistake. My initial coat was with the fine Tamiya primer.
Yeah.
And the second time was with the just regular primer, and you can see the difference, say in the leg, how this is more matte and the foot is more gloss.
Okay.
And I was also spraying in the rain. So I don't know.
That will have an effect, although primer not as much.
It was a protected area, but it's quite possible there was.
But there's moisture in the air, which will affect how it goes on. But it still looks okay.
Yeah, it's battle damaged. Yeah, so I would just recommend to people to, well, not use a torch in the dark.
Yeah.
Because I did miss a few spots, but that's okay. I'll do some more spraying today and cover those guys up. But yeah, I think that's all I really need to say.
Well, what are you going to be doing outside? Why don't you explain that now?
Let's talk about
before we get out there and make a mess.
So I have two colors here.
Okay.
I have a dark earth.
Dark earth.
Will basically be the color of the body.
Yeah.
And I have a gray green, which will basically be the highlights of the turrets here.
Yeah.
Maybe these pieces here, maybe the groin region, and maybe his feet.
Yep.
You know, just to have some differentiation. I don't know if I'm going to go all crazy camo on him later, but at this point I'm just going to use these two colors, and just, I've never really done that, so I'm going to give it a go and find out how that goes.
You're using the Tamiya for aircraft sprays. These also work on plastic, of course, with Gundams. So I've used them before, and because they're that military color, they're a lot of that dull, earthy type color, and it looks awesome on some kits, that's for sure.
Well, this guy originally was at brown with green highlights, so I'm just trying to follow the same kind of pattern. And then after that, weathering.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, we're outside again, outside the warehouse.
Yeah, we got some good weather here.
Yeah, very nice. I'm going to start spraying soon.
Yeah. Hey, wait. What's that?
What's what?
That weed or something? You see it?
Yeah. What the hell is it? What is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Dandelion.
It's a dandelion.
It's like the craziest dandelion I've ever seen.
Hold on. That's a dandelion? Yeah, it is a dandelion. It looks like 8 of them kind of all grew together. And,
keeping warm for winter.
That's right.
Oh well, nature.
Oh, Japan's nature is crazy.
It's crazy. Okay, let me okay, I'm going to start with the green.
Yep.
So I have a mask.
Good.
And hopefully you can hear me.
Yeah,
I'm audible. But my mask is upside down.
That's not a good way to start.
Okay, I have my plastic bag.
Yeah.
My glasses are going to steam up.
It'll be like you're on the porch in the dark with a torch.
Yeah.
Because you can't see out of your glasses.
Feels the same. So,
okay, so
I have my green.
Yeah.
I hope.
Here's how we've set up everything.
Yeah, it's all very organized thanks to Sid.
Yeah.
So I've already shaken these guys up for a while. So
before you start spraying, I would like to suggest something. If you're starting with the green, take those pieces off of that box so you don't have to reach across the ones that you're putting in to get at the ones that you're taking to spray next.
Okay.
So put that styrofoam just on the ground. Then you don't have to reach across the painted ones to get the unpainted ones.
Okay, so just start putting them in there.
Yeah, just move from that styrofoam to that box, then it should be okay.
Oh, actually, let's just do the few interesting pieces for you guys.
Yeah.
And I can do the boring bits by myself. So here we have battle damaged. One. So the wind is coming from some direction.
We're kind of in the lee of the stone here, so to speak, behind the building.
My glasses are totally steaming up.
It's okay. It's hot, Ryan.
Screw the face mask.
Plastic's hot.
Okay, and I want to try Brian's technique, which is start spraying off. I don't know if you can see that okay.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Doing okay? So there we go. I'm going to have a closer look. Okay, that's fine. I also want to get inside as well.
Just don't do too much trying to get that one spot you missed, because you can always do a second coat.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well that's it. That's the dark green.
It definitely looks dark in this lighting here.
Yeah,
It'll be good, interesting to get it back in the studio and see exactly the effect it has.
Okay, well that's fine. Let me do another small little piece. Let's go in
Go
here.
slow, it's going to drop all the way down.
Okay. Let's do the groin region.
Please be careful when handling the groin.
So, okay, let's give it another shake.
That's just half a groin.
It's just all.
I took it. It's Lance Armstrong. It's okay to make fun of him because he's a liar and a fraud, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
That's good. I wouldn't do much more.
Yeah.
Come back to it later.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay, so let's do a couple of the browns now. Next week I'll demonstrate everything. Hopefully all done together. Here's our brown. Here's the leg.
Now when you do this leg, because it's assembled, you'll have to paint it with the first coat. Yeah. You'll have to bend the leg to expose like the parts of the knee and stuff, and paint it again.
Put here.
Yeah.
Crap.
No, it's alright.
Okay.
This is what happens with Gundams, a lot of people. See, it's okay because you haven't put any paint on it. This is why I don't use a plastic bag, because I feel clumsy.
Yeah. Okay. Moment of truth. Let's take a closer look.
That's definitely brown.
Definitely brown, that's for sure.
Looks like chocolate.
Chocolate.
I would.
Remember that song?
I would stop
Just like
there.
Chocolate. Yeah, it looks. I think I've gotten all the nooks and
It's already
crannies.
fallen once, so I wouldn't tip it around to look for other things.
Oh, sorry, just one spot. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's one brown. And I'll do one more, and then we can wrap up.
Yeah.
Let's do this rocket. Okay. It's actually going to be interesting with the green and the brown.
Yeah.
Since I never tested these colors before until today.
Aren't you like the design guy who tests colors on everything before he starts it?
You know, intuition.
That's how I do it. Oh, you can come back.
Yeah, looks fine though. It's funny, the spray is actually filling up some of the holes.
Mm-hmm. That'll sort itself out.
Okay. Well, there we have it.
Okay. So we just got that many more to go.
Yeah, so I'm just going to hammer through that, and then next week I'll be able to show you the completed sprayed version.
Okay.
And then we'll get on to the hard stuff.
All right.
So Sid, as you can see, I sprayed.
Yeah.
Exciting as usual.
Now we just wait for paint to dry. Which is not as exciting.
Yes. And then hopefully I'll do more, but you have something to show us.
Yeah, well, now I'm going to talk about the ReZEL Type C. Defensor A and B unit, blah, blah, blah. Basically, it's just the standard ReZEL now. Where it differs, Ryan, is the backpack. And I actually have the old original ReZEL backpack here.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, this guy, he kind of plugs in the back like this. Now this kind of doesn't look like the normal backpack.
No,
I
the
apologize,
colors
it's not the original ReZEL colors. I actually painted this one, and seeing as I had to explain what I'd done with the colors in this one, I thought I'd show what I did. I painted this gold and red and black when I made my original ReZEL into an Iron Man. Yes, so I got Iron Man colors in there.
Are you a big fan of Iron Man?
I wasn't a big fan of the movie. I don't really pay attention to the comics so much, but somebody said, you know what would be awesome is if you made a kit that looked like the Iron Man. And I'm like, well, maybe the ReZEL's a good candidate. So I gave it a try. I scrubbed some panel lines on here, and I tried to get this nice red finish. And
yeah, what spray did you use?
I used this gold color, and on top of that I put the clear red.
Oh, it's actually a nice
it kind of worked out kind of metallic-y. But we're not here to actually show this today. We're supposed to show this. And I'm going to talk about now the differences between these two kits.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about the Defensor Unit A and B.
Sweet.
So what makes the ReZEL Type C different from the MG ReZEL or the MG ReZEL Commander? Well, of course, there's these monstrous side pieces which are different from the ReZEL here, but they actually are included in the kit. So you can actually build it as a normal ReZEL if you want to. They give you all these parts, or you can just keep them as extra parts. I'm just going to put them to the side here. Now the big difference actually is the main torso part, and on the normal ReZEL, that's this thing, and it's included on the runner. But when they give you the new runnel for the Type C, I'm going to pop this open here. Come on up, baby. If possible. Go, 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 go. You can see this little screw. Can you get that
Yep.
down there? That little screw, that's not found, of course, on the original ReZEL. What they've done here is they've given you that. You have to put it in, to attach this and screw it in to hold in place, because the Defensor Unit A and B, they're just so big that
they're huge.
If you did not have any kind of screw supporting it, it would just fall out the back. So Bandai, by making one piece different, they're able to address that issue. And here's the one piece in particular. Now there's the A and B unit, and I'll show you the manual here. The manual describes it right here.
Mm-hmm.
A and B unit. But before you can get around to building one or the other, you actually have to build the backpack part, and that's this baby right here. Here's the backpack, yeah, including its monstrous guns. It's pretty crazy, and like the backpack I showed, it just clicks in the back there. So I can click that on right now. We'll put this guy on.
That is huge.
It's insane.
Whoa.
Now, already with that backpack on, he's starting to get heavy, he's starting to get a little shaky, but he will stand up. So we'll see how long that guy lasts over here. One thing about these transforming kits is once you start transforming them or moving them around, the joints become loose and he'll start to fall. But we'll see how he does. Go ReZEL. So with that backpack unit constructed, it's just a matter of plugging things into the side here. And you make these. You can see these two pegs here are actually what are plug into the hole here. Ka-donk. And that's basically how the backpack at the base of the Defensor units goes on there. Got lots of stuff in my way here. So I thought when I was building it that I would build the A and I would build the B, but I think they do it in reverse in the manual. You actually start with the B, which is these guys here. And once you build this unit, and it's a twin here, you just plug it into the top here. Fits very nicely, slides on there, it's very solid, you don't have to worry about it coming out. Now there's these holes here, you see, they've actually got caps for those. You just plug that on like so, but I'll leave it off for now. So when you do this B unit, you don't see this area. And then you just plug it in here. Ka-dunk. He's already leaning backwards, but that's okay because Bandai was prepared for that. They actually gave me this little piece here.
Oh, a stand.
Yeah, we mentioned this last time. We found it on the S Runner. And all it does is just click onto the back here. It actually just stays there. You don't have to like snap it on or screw it in or anything. It just kind of clips on and stays there. And then it will be right there to support your ReZEL. So that's the A unit. Well, that's no big deal, right?
No, that's cool.
Which one?
Actually, that looks really,
that's the B
really
unit.
good.
Yeah, actually, I like the B unit.
Yeah.
And I thought I was just going to keep it as a B unit because I kind of like that look. But of course, I have to go ahead and I have to build the A unit. I want to see how it works. So we'll take these off here. And I need to mention. Sorry, I need to mention before I slap them on that the B unit is significantly heavier than the A unit. And that's because once we take these off, pop this guy off, we have more attachments than just this one thing. We've got these guys and we've got these guys, complete with these things. Now, they kind of look, kind of plain Jane here, but actually these are all hatches. You open them up, and Ryan, you might like this.
Missile pods!
Missile pods out the wazoo. He's got so many missile pods, they'll fire in an infinite number of directions. and he'll take out anybody that's standing around him. Cool, huh?
Very cool.
So we'll just slide this on here. Whoa. Sorry, my bad. Getting excited.
Yeah.
Missile pods make me excited, Ryan.
That's what she said.
Yeah. See, you're picking up what I'm putting down. Actually, I'm trying to speed build here so we can go and check your
Whoa, that's huge.
I know, it's huge.
That's even cooler, maybe.
But I want to plug in here and see how it looks. It looks all right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're not done yet, right? Because we still got these things.
Oh, you add on more?
You add on more, and check it out. 2 more hatches. Dun, 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 dun. This is like the ultimate ReZEL. I don't imagine a ReZEL being much better. And now we come back to this part here.
Yeah.
You know, these were hidden before on the when it was a B unit. You don't see these little attachments, but they give you just this tiny little piece. You plug it in there, and then you stick this guy in there. So even more missile pods. Now with more missile pods.
Yeah.
And then you plug them in here. I gotta be very careful. He's so heavy.
Wow.
You can almost not see what I'm doing here. Gunk.
See in there?
I think I meant to expand it too, but he gets even shakier, so I'm just gonna leave him like this.
Whoa.
Yeah. So this
Sound
is
like Neo.
Whoa. I know Kung Fu.
The Matrix.
So this is the A unit. Now, having seen them both, Ryan, what do you think? B unit cooler, A unit cooler?
Wait, this is B?
This is A. B is just this thing, clunk. You take off all the missile pods.
B, this one, yeah.
This is A.
This is A.
This is A. I think A is cooler too.
Yeah.
And I actually liked B when I assembled it. You know, it looks pretty compact there. But once you start opening this guy up, yeah. And I should mention, I can't show on the show. It's just too time consuming, and we have stuff to do. But this guy transforms just like the other ReZEL, and you put it into its flight mode, and you slap all this stuff on here. And let me see, I got an image right here. Here he is. You've got both the A and the B here, all decked out there, and you definitely need some kind of stand because this guy's gonna be one heavy dude.
Did you put any coating on this kit?
No. This is just how it looks.
Damn, it looks good.
The only coating that's on there is this cat hair that my cat likes to climb in the boxes. But
no, it looks like I really like it. It looks that kind of soft beige with the whites.
Yeah, I really like the color on this kit too.
Huh?
And of course, we're not done. If you want to slap the shield on, you can.
Slap the
shield on there. I should mention that they give you these pieces. So when you're transforming it into the A unit, you actually have to replace parts on the backpack center unit here. You can see these parts here. You actually replace them with these parts.
Okay.
But I'm not going to take the gun off just for the show here. I mean, I don't really see a point in completely disassembling it just to get this one piece on. But these are used as well when you're doing the B. And I think I got his gun over here too somewhere. This guy comes loaded. Where is this thing? He's ready to go. I don't know where I put that thing. Here it is. So he's got this as well. A standard ReZEL gun. Yeah. Cool. And then, oh jeez.
Whoa, lightsabers.
It's kind of cool actually, because what you're meant to do is actually take off this thing here, junk, and you plug that into here. So this is a beam saber handle, and it is the biggest beam saber handle I've ever seen for a Master Grade kit. Yeah, it's pretty wicked. I haven't played around with it yet, obviously. I just thought these are kind of funny. You know, Master Grade or perfect grade size stuff on this kit. But yeah, I mean, of course he's going to be pretty shaky. You're not going to get be able to do some mad poses with this guy unless you have a stand. But I mean, the inclusion of this little peg here, which will allow you to stand him up on your shelf or your desk or wherever you want, it's really good, and it's a very intimidating kit, and it fits well with the other kits in the Gundam UC universe, such as the Unicorn and the Shinanju. I think it can hold its own. There you have it. ReZEL Type C Defensor Unit A and B. Okay, Ryan, that wraps up the ReZEL look. Have a look at that monster.
You know, ReZEL sounds like a glam rock robot to me. Don't you think it's
ReZEL?
The ReZEL. ReZEL. It needs like a pink.
The arena flashing.
Yeah. Anyway, I have a question for you, Seth.
Oh yeah, it's question time. So what's your question?
But I have a question for you. Now you went to see Girls' Generation.
Yeah, I did.
As you can see, I have a note here called Girls.
we think about them often.
Yes.
Yes, I did go and see Girls' Generation at the site.
And how was it?
Well, you know, it's what you expect. Full arena, big time show. Tickets are pretty expensive. Oh, Who Am I King Ryan? It was awesome. It was so good. Actually, I was more impressed with it than I thought I would be. Yeah.
I have seen the Blu-ray. Sid lent me the Blu-ray, and the concert looks fantastic. Yeah, it looks like an event.
When you go see like I'll say a real band, like I've been to see Metallica and all those kind of bands, and the show is basically, it has lots of lights, of course, but it's them playing their own instruments, singing their own songs. You know, they're involved with the creative process of everything. When you go see a band like, say, Girls' Generation or these girls groups, this is actually the first concert I've been to like it. They don't write their own songs. You know, they don't choreograph their own dances. They don't play their own instruments. It's just the appeal is just they can sing, they can dance, and they're good looking. So they have to build the show around that, and they do. Like how they set up the sets, all the camera angles, and all the special effects that were playing on the big screen behind them. They were actually singing at the same time. The light was focusing on them, but on the screen behind them was another version of them singing. So they're kind of highlighting each member, and they were filming a concert DVD or video at the time too, so they kept mugging for cameras, which was fine for me because it would show up on that big screen next to me.
And they hid Sid away.
Yeah, I got stuck in a corner. I think what happened when we won these tickets is they looked at the name in katakana and realized it's not a Japanese person, and they thought, oh, here's a foreigner, let's put him in the corner. Because we ended up sitting on the second deck behind the entranceway to that level, and so there was nobody in front of us. And we were the last row, so there's nobody behind us. Oh, yeah, so we had a good view and nobody to piss off behind us. So.
White guys getting out of control, and I got to put them in a corner.
Never happens. Yeah, but yeah, it was a good show. It was what it was. It was good. I probably still got Metallica.
Yeah,
instead, but you know,
I've never seen a girls band, but I have seen Metallica.
Yeah,
and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Questions.
Okay, real questions.
Nayin. This is from YouTube. Some say his head, like Gunpla parts, has nub marks, and that he secretly pilots Japanese ReZELs. All we know is he's called the Stick.
That's a pretty good comment.
That's good.
Now
I was like, why didn't I say that?
I'm gonna get Jeremy Clarkson to say that and get the voice
Brian to do it. Brian's pretty good. Yeah. Next, Mac Kellis. You guys should get one of those spray gun attachments for spray painting. Makes a big difference in terms. Spray gun attachments for spray painting.
Okay.
Makes a big difference in terms of how long you can spray without finger pain. I haven't sprayed anything big enough to get finger pain.
I have sprayed a lot of stuff over the last few years, and I've never experienced any finger pain.
Maybe you like tagging buildings and stuff. Maybe you.
Yeah, maybe you've been doing something shit. Spraying a house with this spray paint. Spraying a car. I've experienced thumb pain when I used to play video games.
Really?
Yeah, I've actually broken both of my thumbs in a hockey game, and both in the same game. And yeah, so every once in a while I get some thumb pain. So I actually modified my controller to prevent that. Oh. Yeah, that's a little tidbit about me. There's some trivia. You can put that on.
You're getting a fuller picture of Sid.
That's right. I go to Girls' Generation concerts and have broken thumbs. Okay.
Yeah. Aaron Knowles.
Yeah.
Any word on the Kshatriya MG 1100?
Probably not going to happen. Too big, too expensive.
Okay. Digroom Can. What is the best perfect kit Gundam for you guys?
Best
I think someone asked us this
grade, or
I think it's perfect grade. I think
well, there's two ways to interpret this question. One is what is the best perfect grade, which I always say is a strike. It's awesome. Best perfect or you could say what would be the best perfect. For you, what would be one kit
mega size
if they made it into a perfect grade would be awesome, kind of thing.
Mega size.
If they made it into a perfect grade, which would be the best one? Which you think? Well, if they made it into a perfect grade, I think a perfect grade Shinanju, perfect grade Unicorn, would be awesome.
And the perfect kit?
Perfect kit for you, Ryan?
Mega size.
Mega size. It's the perfect size.
It's the perfect size.
It's a mega.
Anything with mega in front of it is perfect.
Right. Like a megaphone.
And mega bar?
Mega blocks.
I love mega blocks.
I know you do.
What else? Mega.
Let's just make a list after.
Mega Drive.
Megalomaniac.
Yes.
That's maybe not a good thing. Anyway. Next question.
Megadeth.
All right.
Okay. Continuing.
Okay.
The Venom 160th. 160. That's his name. Good primer. Mask up because it stinks. Yeah, that's a good point. I wasn't wearing a mask. Today I brought a mask.
Yeah. I forget which primer you're using. We're using Tamiya, right?
Yeah, well, I'll get into. I got into that more.
I use both Tamiya sprays and Mr. Mr. Color sprays. And yeah, I mean, you should use a mask. But one thing I've figured out between using the two is that Mr. Hobby just tastes better.
Yeah, I always use Tamiya.
Yeah.
Sadly, we can't sell this stuff overseas.
You should try the Mr. Hobby.
Plastic bag. Next, Sean L. Smith. You should watch Fairy Tail as well. Very good anime, but only one issue that I have found. Sometimes they take 5 episodes for one fight, so it can get a bit drawn out. That's anime.
Yeah, 5 episodes for one fight.
You've seen One Piece? Like a battle just goes on forever. The primer spraying, you should spray about half of what you did and then come back 5 to 10 minutes later for another coat. It dries quicker and it does not run as much, but you're still learning and experimenting. That is correct.
Yeah.
And we have limited time, so
he was determined to get it finished.
I wanted it done.
I'm gonna get it finished. I don't have enough time. I'm just gonna do it all. I'm like, well, maybe you should just do these parts
this is Ryan's tips on how to do it quick and dirty.
Yeah.
Not perfect.
I heard you like it like that.
Quick and dirty.
Okay.
That's what is half the journey fun is about. Nice job so far. Thanks very much, Sean.
Okay.
Next, General Rasp. Hey, Sid and Ryan. I was wondering if you could show the proper size screwdriver to use for hobby screws. I can never seem to find the right size driver and end up stripping the screw heads. I also have a question about the perfect grade wing zero and mirror coating. Are the mirror coated pieces undergated? I haven't been able to find a lot of information online about the specific kit. Any information from you guys or the viewers would be awesome. Keep up the good work.
First, I have that question regarding the screwdrivers. As I think,
weird.
I mean, there's no universal size for the screws used in kits. I mean, Bandai's pretty consistent, but I don't have a problem using a variety of different size screwdrivers. Usually, Bandai says in the manual to use the screwdriver that is larger than the head screw, so you won't run the risk of stripping it. If you use a smaller one, there's a chance it'll slip. The bigger one, you just go slow. You should be okay. Yeah, and that's what I did for the ReZEL. So it worked.
Well, I did that big Macross kit with hundreds of screws.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any problems. But then again, I have a huge variety of screws at home. Yeah. I mean, screwdrivers. So they could fit any hole.
Yeah. Okay. And the second part of his question.
Oh, yes.
Perfect Grade Wing Zero, the pearl coating version, I do not think it's undergraded. I think it's just the exact same molds, and they've just done that extra coating like they do with the titanium finish and whatever else. You know, if you look at a lot of the extra finished kits, they don't redo the molds to make them undergated. They just put the extra finish on, and away you go, and you're left to your own devices to try and get them off without breaking something. So the pearl coating wing is one of the kits you don't see very often just because it's a perfect grade. It's more expensive. And I've even heard that a lot of people have a problem with that pearl coating because it can fade and then it loses its sheen and it looks kind of yellowy.
Disappointing.
Yeah, so people prefer the normal version.
Next is Kebehakwa something.
Yeah.
How are the mosh pits in Japan?
Very tame.
Yeah.
I tried to get something started at a concert. You know, I was like, yeah.
That's why they put you in the corner.
And that the 14-year-old high school student whose mom let her out till 9 o'clock that night to watch Girls' Generation didn't appreciate it.
No.
She was waving her little pink Girls' Generation thing and trying to not look at me.
Oh, Sid. Oh, Sid. Life in Japan.
Yeah.
Life in Japan.
So one big adventure.
It's like on the train, no one wants to sit next to me.
That's because I have the Gaijin force field.
Yeah, I know. Bing!
It'll be jam-packed in that train, but for some reason, the seat next to me is empty.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing.
I've actually seen people, like, as the train pulls up to the station, these people are all looking in there to try and find one empty spot because that's where they're going to go when that door opens. And I've seen people bolt through the door as soon as it's open, and then they're halfway through turning around to sit down when they see me and they go the other way. That's the power of the Gaijin force field.
You know, we
or
buy
I just stink, one of the two.
Buy it. Yeah, I'm getting a complex.
Yeah.
Hey, Sid and Ryan. This is from the blog. What do you guys think about those non-Bandai custom kits from Neo Grade and B Club? It seems very enticing to buy one since they give us the kits that Bandai won't produce, like the 1/100th Kshatriya. But these mostly are resin kits and quite pricey. Can you help us out with pros and cons of custom resin kits?
I thought B Club was associated with Bandai. They are. They do all the hands and stuff like that. So B Club stuff, it's made by Bandai. It's top quality. The fit is really good. When it comes to other resin kits or aftermarket manufacturers, generally I stay away from that. Not because I don't know what the quality is going to be like, but because it's not supported by Bandai. And there's a good chance that these are, how you say, aftermarket slash bootleg slash
fake
unlicensed stuff.
Unlicensed.
And there is some good stuff out there. The Kshatriya was I've seen some pictures of it. It looks awesome. But if you're going to be working with a resin kit, just like on a proper resin licensed figure or whatever, you're going to have to do all the painting yourself. It's going to take you're going to have to be extra careful. There's a lot of preparation involved. And because these are third-party kits, you don't know the quality control. Maybe the fit is going to be a little odd. Maybe you're going to have to do some modifications just to get it to look properly before you even get around to painting it. So I stay away from any of this kind of stuff. Anything that's not licensed, I stay away.
One day I might do a resin kit.
Yeah.
I have a resin. I have that big Mac K on my desk.
Yeah.
That's waiting till I get good enough.
Yeah.
So maybe one day.
Maybe
Anyway,
one day.
let's continue with cake.
Mm.
I love cake.
I also like the band Cake.
Yeah, they were
Going
awesome.
the Distance?
Yeah. Hey, Sid and Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome to see you introducing model kits from other series.
Yeah.
Hope you will cover other kits in the future, like those from Votomes,
Already done. I'm building one right now.
Yamato,
Mm-hmm.
and perhaps more from Macross, especially from Bandai releasing the VF1A/S Valkyrie soon. It will be great to get the first-hand view from you. As for questions, number one. Since you mostly do your spray paint outdoor, do you worry about dust getting onto the surface of your newer painted models? It's weathering.
Shogun. I don't really worry about it. I mean, the air is pretty clean around my house. But I have this little shed. What I do is I spray and I put it in the shed, so if it's windy outside or whatever else. I have a shed at my house, Ryan.
You have a shed in Japan?
It's awesome.
How big is this shed? It's like 3 centimeters.
It's probably as big as this table and as tall as I am.
Okay.
And it's got 3 shelves in there. So I'll spray and I'll put the box in the shed and close the door, and then I don't have to worry about wind blowing stuff on it. Yeah.
And keep in mind, like, we do spray paint. We're not... we're not...
If dust gets on it, you can usually
C'est la vie.
suck it up and accept it. And a lot of times you can, if you're taking pictures of your models, you've got a blog, want to share on this website or whatever, just people all the time do this. They take pictures from certain angles which will disguise the areas which may have dust, or there's a blemish, or there's a defect somewhere. They'll take the pictures from certain angles.
And Brian and Scott, I mean, they both have indoor ventilation booths. And I would love to have one. Yeah. But I don't have the space.
There's no guarantee that you're not going to get dust there either, too.
No,
depending on how you maintain it.
So. Do you clean the nozzle of your spray can after use to prevent it from blocking? Now, if you watch Brian's latest episode, he recommends actually turning the can upside down and holding it to clean it out. I don't do that. I was priming. But now that I know that, I will do it.
I never do it.
No. There we go. And his kits look pretty good.
Sometimes.
Next, a lot of people say GSI Krios paints are very good, but I'm very confused with the way they name their products. Names like Mr. Color, Mr. Hobby don't really tell me whether they are acrylic or enamel. Can you help explain it a bit, please?
Good question, because I think Mr. Hobby makes both. I think they do acrylic, enamel. Actually, it might be lacquer too. I know Tamiya does like both, or all kinds. Basically, it should say on the label whether it's acrylic or enamel.
Yeah, read the label.
It's I could expand on this a bit, or we could talk about it and I can bring it on the show, but there's almost no point in doing that because we can't sell them to you.
We can't sell these
unfortunately,
overseas,
because of the new regulations. Actually, not no so.
But if you're buying this from your local hobby shop, I mean, they should really have
they should be able to
labeling in English.
Yeah,
for sure.
Should be fine.
And last is Alex. Will Bandai create a Shinanju over a titanium version?
I don't see the point in it. They've already got the titanium version, and it's the exact same kit. The only difference is that it's the ABS plastic on the new OVA, which Bandai produced simply because it works better with their GSI Krios paints. So if you're making a titanium finished kit, you're probably not going to paint it. So what's the point of making it in that ABS plastic? Yeah. If they did do that, I'd be a little worried because the ABS plastic is lighter. That frame is lighter, and there's some issues of it not being so sturdy. And the titanium finish on the armor parts would be heavier than normal OVA, and you might get a kit that's very, very unsteady. So I don't imagine
might be 20 grams heavier.
Yeah, I don't imagine Bandai. We'll have to weigh it.
We'll have to weigh it.
I don't imagine Bandai going that route, especially now that that MG Shinanju version Ka Titanium has been out for 3 years now.
So yeah, I think that is it, Sid.
Okay, cool.
Let me just promote what we do.
We do stuff.
Now we have a YouTube channel. Like us, and actually subscribe to us so you can get regular updates about all the amazing content from HLJ.com. including Brian.
Yeah.
And other than Robin.
That's cool.
We have Facebook. And actually, a lot of people are using the wall on our HobbyLink TV Facebook to post photo of their kits, which I enjoy watching. So please keep posting. And we have our blog, which we're also updating. And someone actually did mention about, oh, you guys should have more of community features on the blog.
Let me tell you.
You guys have no idea.
Yeah, there's a reason it's taking a long time.
Yeah, yeah. So be excited, and it should be happening shortly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yep. I don't have much else to say except for next week, MG Jesta. Yeah. That's right, you heard it here. We're going to show it.
Can I say
it's going to be on the show. It's going to be like, check it out, all new molds.
Yeah, the Jesta.
I'm actually really excited because, you know, as much as I like the Shinanju and the Unicorn, you know, Banshee and the ReZEL, basically I've been building these same kits over and over again. I built 3 Shinanjus in the last year. I built 3 Unicorns. I built 2 ReZELs or whatever. And it's like, yeah, a new kit, a new mold, like all new stuff. So
it's totally new.
Yeah, it's not a take on something else.
Oh.
It's not like a ReZEL Type C or Shinanju OVA or Banshee Unicorn. It is its own thing.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to talk about that in the show.
Yeah, we'll have that as soon as it comes in. We'll put up a video.
And the next following week after that, end of April, RG Destiny, new Real Grade. So we'll be doing a Real Grade episode. I'll be in May.
And I will continue with my Destroid Phalanx.
You're even more Destroid Phalanx.
I hope to go past the spray painting, so join the adventure.
All right. We'll look forward to that. All right. See you later.
See ya.